Today guys, we're gonna have a look at the new units, at the new NAF 5. We're gonna have a little review and I'm gonna say what I think about them. They just came out, so I cut them some slack. Obviously I have realized that Come To Us prefer now to release units that might be not too strong, and then they buff them rather than having them being broken and just nerf them. And you know, it happened a few times, so I guess they learned the lesson, which I don't mind, to be honest with you. I wish the balance patches, especially for new units, would be faster, because sometimes they take a bit too long. But anyway, I'm gonna say what I think, and also do let me know in the comment below what you think about them. If you agree, if you disagree, what you agree with. And I want to say, I'm just gonna mention the NAF 5, because the NAF 4, I mean, they're more free to play, but also the pro gonna also get changed. How many times am I gonna say also? So I'm gonna go through just the NAF 5. Yeah, let's just get into it and check them out real quick. I know what they do, but I want to check and say what I think about these units. I'm gonna start from the light and dark. I'm gonna start from the dark one because it's a free to play one. For once we get free LD5. That's one of the few ways some of us will get new LD5 anyway. It's a fusion unit, and base stats are pretty good. Beside the base speed is only good on the water one, but the water one has pretty low base defense compared to the other ones. Base HP are over 12k, I'm pretty sure, on all of them. And yeah, the speed is a bit of a problem. I don't think any unit should have less than 100 base speed, but Come To Us still don't think like me. So 96 base speed it is. All of them are gonna have HP leader skill 50% for their own attribute. So yeah, the dark one is gonna be 50% for dark attribute units, and so on. Skill 1 is gonna be the same for everybody, is a stun with 50% chance. The dark one also has a still beneficial effect on the opponent. It's still one beneficial effect. Also, it does damage based on his max HP. It does 15% of his max HP as damage, which means usually is his set damage. So Sonya should encounter, I'm not sure if it's a hit damage or is a non-contact, and definitely Kinky shouldn't counter, because you should have a lot of HP on these units. They do damage based on HP, so you should have a lot of HP. You can build them crew rate, you can build speed HP. Either way, they do set damage here, and also leave a branding effect for 2 turns if the enemy has no beneficial effect on. Skill 3 is like an anti-Rakuni, but also is similar to Rakuni. It doesn't cleanse, weird enough. Rakuni is still better. It increases your attack bar by 10% whenever the enemy recovers the HP. So Rakuni heals, he gets attack bar. In addition, recover the HP of the ally with the lowest HP status by 10% when you gain a turn. As I was saying, if it was to cleanse, it would be a better Rakuni maybe, because it does damage as well, but it doesn't. So this is the dark one. I think he's okay. I think he's not bad, but I think he still needs some help, some little tweak, but it's interesting for sure. The light one has the same skill 1. The skill 2 is a little different as it is AoE. Hits twice, but he has 30% chances of stripping. The dark one, or the ones that have single target, they have 100% strip or steal. The light one, or whoever else has the AoE, is gonna be 30%, but he has 2 hits and is AoE. It does damage based on your max HP, and also recover HP of all allies by 10%, and additionally recovers your HP in proportion to the number of stolen beneficial effect. So if he strips a lot, he heals more. It's a free turn cooldown, as it is the dark one as well. Light one also has a passive that increases the critical damage of one of your allies if they crit. So anything that has 100 crit rate, or like chimeras, you guys know I love chimeras, with the skull though, just the ones with the skull, if they crit, they get extra 50% crit damage. and decrease the damage taken by 10% for each beneficial effect granted on the ally when an ally is attacked by an enemy. So if you have speed buff, if you have immunity, the more buff you have, the less damage you take, which is not bad at all. But also, yeah, the crit damage activates just if the enemy has no beneficial effect. If you have Han, you strip for Han, and then Han goes, it gets extra 50% crit damage, which is really good. And you could honestly build crit rate Han at that point, because you get even more 50% crit damage anyway. So bear that in mind. This effect does not stack with other crit damage effect and damage reduction effect. Also, it could be pretty good with a Diana, because Diana might not have, the enemy might have buffs on the first hit on skill 2 with Diana, but if she strips, the next 3 hits get 50% extra damage. So yeah, that's interesting actually. Interesting unit. I still think it is an extra twist, but not too bad. Let's move on to the fire one. Skill 1 is the same for everybody, for all of them. Skill 2 is a AoE strip, and skill 3 is a passive. Inflict continuous damage for 2 turns whenever you attack the enemy. In addition, destroy the enemy's max HP by inflicted damage from continuous damage during the battle. So continuous damage, dots do damage and destroy the HP as well. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if it's gonna be that big of a deal in RTA, but I think this guy for PvE, I guess you can't even destroy the HP on the bosses though. Pretty sure you can't, but it's interesting, but I don't know how it's gonna work. I haven't pulled it. I pulled 7, not 5 on my last summon session with the special summon activated. No, none of the Dokkaebi Lord was summoned for me. But yeah, I'm not sure about this guy. I think it needs a change on the skill 3 on the passive, but we'll see. The wind one is actually really interesting in my opinion. It has a skill 1 and skill 2 is the same as the fire one and the light one. And skill 3, he basically is gonna crit every time he attacks. In addition, the damage taken decreasing according to your current HP. I'm pretty sure he's gonna crit on fire too. And you're gonna take less damage as well. This should be built, in my opinion, crit damage or speed crit damage at HP, sorry, or HP crit damage HP. Unfortunately, base speed is low, but the fact that it crits whenever you attack the enemy means, I'm pretty sure it means that you're gonna crit on Douglas, you're gonna crit on Kiki, and you're gonna crit on Sonya. So that looks interesting, and I would like to test it, but didn't get it. The water one, I left this guy for last because I think it's the best one of them all. I think they're all interesting. I think they all need a little tweak, but I think this guy is actually already pretty good. I've seen some of the replays in RTA and it looks actually pretty good. The stun is still there. It's a freeze, which is the same anyway. He has a single target strip, which I like more single target units as well. He steals, sorry. He has high base speed, and the skill 3 has self-heal, so recover your HP by 30%. It does damage based on his max HP and stun them for 1 turn, and that is 100% stun. LD Nat 5s like Daniel has a 50% chance of stunning. This guy has a 100% chance of stunning. I mean, you would say, hey, but Daniel decreased attack bar. And this guy also absorbs the attack bar by 30% if your max HP is higher than the target. And his base HP is pretty high. His HP type, he does damage based on HP. You should be having, you definitely need to have higher HP than the opponent. You're gonna steal 120% attack bar. You can steal 100% attack bar and he gets another turn. It's on a 4-turn cooldown, the stun is 100%. This guy's actually pretty good. I would have liked to get it, I didn't. So GG. Guys, that's gonna be it for me. Let me know in the comment below what you think. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everybody, take care guys, stay safe. Bye.